Rally Argentina has much to offer. Passionate fans, breathtaking scenery, legendary stages, and an amazing atmosphere. Where else would you want to be right now? The boys in blue have selected their road position for day one. Petter Solberg will start from third on the road with Danny Sordo in fourth. They head to the opening Super Special stage to compete in front of thousands of fans in the rally's base of Villa Carlos Paz. Day one sets up a real challenge for the drivers. They start with the 37 kilometres of La Pampa, then move on to the 51 k's of Ascachinga to Agua de Ora. Petter Solberg led the rally after stage one and put on a strong performance over the opening two stages. The Fiestas were flying. Solberg had a 20-second lead over Hirvonen and Sordo was in third position overall.
Petter, 3 stages down here in Argentina and you are in the lead of the rally. How's it been so far?
It's been going really good. Ford have been fantastic and we haven't had any major problem.
What are conditions like out on the stages?
It's difficult because the changes of road and surface and conditions is changing all the time. So you really have to find a good average level to drive in all the time because things are coming on you in your eyesight so quickly.
Tyre choice now for this afternoon. What is the plan?
We're working on it. Sorry, that's exactly what that.
Tyre choice was difficult. The crews only have a small selection of the soft compound tyres, which suit damp, cool conditions. The team had already used softs on the first 2 stages. What would they do for the afternoon? After frantic decision-making and last-minute weather checks, they opt for soft compounds. The Argentinian landscape is transformed this weekend as World Rally cars fill the gravel tracks. On stage 4, Petter and Chris suffered an impact which resulted in a broken steering arm. They had to retire whilst in the lead. Naturally, the disappointment was felt across the team.
Especially, the last few rallies when you've been so strong on the competitive front and then these sort of things happen.
We were truly gutted. We were gutted for ourselves and the team, and but these things happen. It's a difficult sport. We knew this was going to be a difficult rally, and we knew yesterday was probably going to be the toughest day of the difficult rally. So these things happen.
You have to remember that, I try to control it and be careful, and
As Petter heads back to service, the mechanics prepare for the car's return. The damage to the Fiesta needs to be assessed by the FIA technical delegates. They check to see if there is damage to the roll cage before work can begin on the Fiesta RS WRC. Petter and Chris will rejoin the event under Rally 2 on Saturday. The teammates Danny Sordo and Carlos Del Barrio, a solid third position is where they lie at the end of day one. Day 2 and 166 competitive kilometres lie ahead for the drivers. There is still 300 kilometres left in total. It's just like starting a brand new rally all over again. This event leans toward endurance and the drivers have to be in top condition to face stages of over 60 kilometres in duration. Team physio Danny Nasons explains the stresses and strains physically from this demanding event.
My name is Danny, I'm the physio for the Ford WRC rally team, and concerning the physical demands of the drivers, certainly in this rally like Argentina with 500 Ks, generally you have physically the upper body, so the 2 shoulders, all the muscles coming from the head to the shoulders are very important. And then of course you have the posture of holding the steering. This shortens a lot, and the longer the stages are, also in Argentina where we have the 65 K stage, A lot of is demanding, and that's why they do a lot of practicing of upper body exercises during when they are at home with their personal trainer. Everybody knows that with the helmet on and all what the shocks is, the neck has an important role. So the neck stability, for this they do also a lot of strength exercise of the neck shoulder muscles.
The task for Petter and Chris today is to move back up the leaderboard. For Danny and Carlos, more of the same great pace they'd already displayed. It was a tough job for Danny and Carlos to put pressure on Loeb and Hirvonen ahead of them. Many of the drivers were using a mixture of hard and soft compound tyres on the morning loop, and Danny struggled to find the confidence he needed to push as hard as the previous day.
Yesterday was good, today not. So I don't have a lot of confidence. I don't know today, but with the pace not with the stages, but was really bad, to be honest.
In the afternoon, Petter and Chris showed the Argentinian fans and their rivals what pace could be achieved. They set the fastest time over the loop of 3 stages. Day 2 had been better for them. Sordo held third as the rally headed into its final day. Solberg was now up to 9th position overall. In terms of distance, this is the longest event the WRC has witnessed in recent years, just over 500 competitive kilometres. And on Sunday morning, the wake-up call is the 65 kilometres of Matador to Ambul. One driver who was totally on his game was Petter Solberg. It took him 38 minutes and 16 seconds to cover 66 kilometres. He was fastest through and went on to set the fastest time across all of the stages on day 3, securing 3 extra driver points on the final power stage. Petter and Chris finished in 6th position overall.
3 points in the power stage. Well done. It's been a tough weekend.
It's been hard, and I was quite sure that we should going to win this rally, and the car have been working, it's fast. And today won all the stages, won the power stage like you said. So, it's a great end anyway, and still second in the championship, so we should be happy.
Rallying is exhilarating, unpredictable, and can be bittersweet. For teammates Danny Sordo and Carlos Del Barrio, the latter was the case. They were forced to retire on the final stage with a suspected alternator problem.
He's had a fantastic weekend here. He did 498 kilometres out of the 500 without any problem, and put in a great performance for the team. Was consolidating his 3rd position, and unfortunately failed to finish. But this is not the end of the season. We've got a long way to go yet, and we've just got to put a smile on our faces now, dust ourselves off, and get back into the fight.
With Petter's result, the team have now scored points on 150 WRC events, dating back to Rally Monte Carlo 2002. It's time for the team now to pack up and move on, but not before sending their best wishes back to Finland for injured Jari-Matti Latvala. Next stop on the WRC calendar is Greece in 3 weeks' time.
Argentina! Argentina! Argentina!